That's the proposed floor to come out. This was a shop, and it was two terraced houses knocked into one shop, and we're going to reconvert it back into two houses. These were where the original walls were, where the girders are. They've all been knocked out in the past. We have a JCB, a mini digger, coming along to help us. Our problem is we've got to get it through a small door. We've got to go in there somehow. All this steel work originally here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and one big main one, 5, and it's on this pillar here. But let me show you the problem. As we've been digging another footing here, we've come across the pillar here. That's load bearing, sitting on the pillar at the top, but the pillar is only sitting on this piece of concrete here. Look underneath. That's scary. Okay, as you can see, we've squared up the trench. We've come to this part here, shored it up there, and we've put in 2 more acroing up the girder. There we go, that is now ready for concrete. When it's concreted here, we will build a wall up to catch up this girder, and this wall will come out. At the moment we're digging another hole ready for the footing across the other side of this pillar so that they will join when the pillar's down. Working in the potteries, Stoke On-Trent, we find that all the fill of the terraced houses is filled with pottery. Amazing. All this is fill that I'm digging out the trench. There's the original footing here, and it's full of cups, clinker out of the pot banks, floor tiles, pottery everywhere, even old earthenware. Okay, our footings are now dug, ready to put the steel in. As you can see, the steel work has arrived. Okay, now what we've got to do, we've got our steel arrived. We've got to put our steel in the concrete before the concrete goes in here, and then all the trenches. But this is the problem. We've got to take this out. But first of all, we've got to make it safe. So we're going to start by flooding that with concrete and then building off that to take up that girder. And that's what we're going to be doing after we've put the foundations in. So at the moment we're going to put our steel in. And this is the remedy we decided to do so that we can get that pillar out safely. Okay, next job, steel work. Wiring them all together and keeping them straight, and this is making a box section. Steel work is done, been passed, we've got it all connected, and we're going to ready now for the concrete. Such a wide area to get the concrete in we've made a chute, and we don't see this on YouTube, but we've put scaffold planks together and we're going to make a chute so that we can get it into this part of the building. Now this is going to take 4 cubic metres.
This is the chute?
Because the concrete has to spread about 2 inch, 3 inch past the reinforcing mesh. So it's all happy now, we're just waiting for the concrete to come.
How much?
10 cubic metres of concrete just to fill the trenches. And then on the top of that will be a slab that will be connected to these upright bars, and they'll sit on that, and it's called a floating floor. So that all this pottery and all this rubble doesn't have to come out, it will sit over the top of it, and a bit like a raft foundation. But this reinforcing is like legs, so the floor is sitting down on top of them. Okay, we've got all the concrete in, the chutes have worked perfect, we've got every trench filled, we're up to about where we want it to be, and then next thing is the slab that goes over the top and sits onto these kicker bars that go down onto the mesh at the bottom. So the next project is flooding this with concrete and having a floor on. We've got to build up the sides, we need to build off that and catch that girdle up, and we'll be happy then.